Hello, everybody, and welcome to our lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you about present simple tense. So, the present simple tense is one of the basic tense in any course of English language, and it's the first tense you learned in any journey of learning English language. It's important to know when to use and how to use simple tense correctly. However, in this lesson, I will be focusing on three areas. The first, simple tense used for daily routines, simple tense used for habits, and facts. So before we go in, I would like to identify definition of the present simple tense. What does it mean present simple tense? So the present simple tense is used to talk about the action that happen every day, always, usually, generally, or things happen from time to time. So the present simple tense, we talk about habits and we talk about facts. So this is the present simple tense. So what is the structure of the present simple tense and how present simple tense form it? So the present simple tense form it refers the subject plus verb plus object. In present simple tense, there are two types of verbs. There is a verbs text s or es, and there is infinitive verbs. So infinitive verbs mean a kind of the verbs that doesn't take s or es. Okay, so in present simple tense, there is the seven subjects. These subjects, she, he, it. So these are singular subjects. And these subjects you should use with verbs that takes s or es. And these subjects are infinitive verbs. So we, you, they. So these are the plural verbs and I is the singular verbs. So this is the way how the present simple tense is structured. So let's see more examples and the picture will be very clear for you. So in the present simple tense, as I mentioned in the first slides, so there are three areas. So the first, we use present simple tense for routines and facts and habits. So in these examples, we are going to see about the facts. So the first examples here, the sun is bright. So this is the fact. So the sun is the bright, yes. Of course, everyone knows that the sun is the bright, right? So maybe the sun is bright every day. Maybe the sun will be bright tomorrow, or the sun is bright at the moment. The second examples, elephants don't fly. So the elephants we use here as a nouns, and we can use instead of these nouns, we can use they. They don't fly, right? But when we say elephant don't fly, the picture is clear and easy to understand, right? So we use the verb is here to talk about sun, and we use don't to talk about elephants. Okay, it's cold in winter. Yes, it's true also. So most of countries that have the winter season, almost the cold season in the winter, right? Number four is the monkeys are smart animals. So this is also the correct sentence. Yes, we know that monkeys are a smart animals, right? So we use the verbs are to talk about the monkeys. The reason why we use are because of monkeys. Here are the plural, so we added here s, right? So s here showing as the plural of monkeys. So in the second slide, so the examples here, as we mentioned in the first slide, we use the present simple tense for daily routines and habits, right? So let's see. He plays football every day. So in this sentence, so this sentence shows us about the regular action. So this is the routines, So he used to play football every Sunday, right? So that's his mean the organized action. So this is the regular actions, okay? So the reason why we use he plays because he is the singular subjects, and we mentioned that when we use she, he, it, we have to use uh, as with the verbs, right? So for that's why in this sentence we use he plays football every Sunday. And every Sunday is adverb of time and shows us when this action is happening. So it happens every Sunday. The second one is this she sings a song on a stage. So this is also the routines, what she does, and she does sing a song on a stage. So the third one is my dad goes to market every day. And this sentence also shows us that dad goes to the market every day and telling us about the action it's happening regularly, it's happening every day. Every day means the timing, adverb of time. And instead of that, we can use he goes to market every day, right? So the verb goes text s or es, right? If you see there in this one, so we added es because of goes, and because of that, and that, as we mentioned, is he. So that's why we use goes. Number four, I love to read the comics. So this is the habits, right? So not all the people they read the comics, right? Some people they're interested do and some people don't, right? Wherever individual interested do the an action, so that is mean the habit. Okay, so we use here I love to read. We didn't use here as in read because of the subject is I, and the subjects I, we, you, they, as we mentioned, are plural, so we don't need to use as with them. Number five, we watch movies on television. So, and this sentence also is a routine, right? So it shows us they watch movies on television. Okay. Number six, they always play football in the evening. So this is also a sentence tells us about repeated action or regular action. So this is also the routines, right? So they used to play football in the evening. Okay, so this is when happen. It's happened always, right? So the reason why we didn't put s because of the verbs here infinitive and the subject is they, because we mentioned there when the subjects I, we, you, they, so the verb should be infinitive, for that's why the verb play is infinitive. So here the note. So for example, so the she. So instead of she, we can use the female names. So for example, she, instead of she, we can use Maria. Instead of the subject he, we can use, for example, Ahmed. And also we can use it, right? It is another subject. So it we use with for example, non-living things or with things, or whether we can use with animals. Okay, so if you realize here, when we use these subjects, we should use with the verbs, whether verbs text s or es. So when we need to put s or es at the end of the verbs. Okay, so in these subjects, wherever you use the verb, so please remember that these subjects goes with the verb that takes s or es. Okay, so again, so the present simple tense we use to talk about the action that happen uh, regularly, action that happen always, usually, generally, and daily. So we also identify how the present simple tense form it. So that we say that the subjects plus verb plus object, and so also we mentioned there is two types of the verbs. So there is the verbs that takes s or es, and there is infinitive verb that we don't use with verbs s or es, right? And there is seven subject we mentioned: she, he, it. These are the singular verbs we have to use with the verbs s or es. And here we have infinitive verbs, and the verb doesn't take s or es because here they are infinitive. Okay, so thank you very much. Enjoy learning and see you next lesson. Goodbye.